Yeah, here we have a 37 Chevy pickup, and we are the second handlers of it because the first person did this. Fabbed that fucking stupid license plate in there. Front end's all tweaked. Fenders don't fit right, which fenders right there. And do-it-yourselfers, do not buy cheap fucking aftermarket parts. Here's a perfect example. If you can see it, there's a fucking little rib there from the mold. So that's got to be ground off. Check everything for spider cracks. Me and my buddy Nick, we'll be meeting him a little later, had these all fabbed up and had to notch out right there, which that'll be all smoothed out, rounded off, all that good stuff. And there is nothing in here, as you see. We were supposed to initially put the motor and transmission in, but that's not happening. And all we're doing is a steering column and floor pan and a couple other miscellaneous stuff here. But as you can see, the guy before us hacked up where the fucking steering column goes. So we get the task of fixing that. There's a piece of aluminum right there that covers the engine side of the firewall, and that's going to cover up that ugly mess. Let's see what else. Probably gonna be a short video, but we put a floor pan in it, as you can see. Oh well, I don't think I have a light on this thing, but and there's the busted up fucking headlights. But no, the floor pan, pretty simple process actually. Show you a quick how-to. We did that. Took a state-of-the-art box, cut it up, and you simply make a template, which fits. It's not exactly where it goes, but you get the idea. And then it fits down in the floor pan area, right down in there. There's a bit of a lip right here. And we just got self-tappers in it now. We're going to replace them with rivets when we do a little more work inside here. And make your pattern just a fuzz big, maybe 1/4 inch or so, and then trim it to fit. It's easier to shorten it than it is to stretch the shit. So, and there's the main floor pan. We did the same thing on that. Make a cardboard template. It's not a perfect fit because the owner of this truck has taken this truck to auction, and he's just going to sell it because he already had his other 37 restored. This was the donor truck for it. And we didn't make it perfect because, as you can see right here, all the shit's fucking rusted out. So he just wants a half-ass put back together and a quick prime job on it, which there ain't really a whole lot for body work. And with these different fenders here and them junk fenders there, the steps right there do not fit. And I told him we could shorten them, but he said no. And the easiest way, we don't have any fancy tools. Me and my buddy, we just kind of do this in our spare time. But to get that curve, depending how thick a steel you use, you can either force it down in there, or what we did is set it up against an LP tank and bend it around that, so your bend is the same all the way around. And let's see, the doors over here. As you can see, the hinges were all messed up, so we had to weld a patch in each of them, put a little body filler on them, prime them. This is not going to be a ready for paint project. It's just going to be get it in primer, and that's it, because he's not paying us much. We ain't spending a whole lot of time on it. Yeah, that's about it for now. So maybe if I can figure out this edit thing, I'll link a couple of these together. And that noise you hear is our heater. And give her a little bend and it's fixed. This heater works fucking good, but it's a little overkill and sucks through the MLP tanks like it's going out of style. That fan there at some point is going right next to the window where you can see the outline of that dartboard. That's where it's going to go. That's going to be our ventilation. Okay, I'm going to throw a little tool time in here, as well as my buddy Tommy, wild-eyed northern boy, Wild Card Customs, motherfucking paint pimp up in this bitch. And I'm not gonna do it every time because I don't buy shit every day. But I ran across this today. Oh hey, look, there's Nick, the other buddy. And some new paint guns. $70. Do they work? I don't know. Will they? Probably. So buy cheap shit, see if it's gonna work, and then invest in expensive stuff. Okay, another key. Here's just some cheap shit I got at Arnold Motor Supply. And I got it because it was cheaper. But here's one thing to watch for. See how it's all separated? Have them shake it when you buy it, or you're gonna spend a while like I am stirring the resins and shit back in. These, the quick sheets, got a whole stack of sheets to mix up body filler on. They make plastic boards that are supposed to be lifetime. I had a couple of them and they're not lifetime. And these are a lot easier because when you're done, you got all your putty all mixed up that you didn't end up using. Tear it off, and you got a new one. So invest in these. I think this was $17 or something, and there's how many sheets? 100 sheets. Right there, 100 sheets per board. Work pretty slick. I'm gonna get this concoction mixed up and probably show you spreading it, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna try and hold the camera with my left hand here and do this for you if I can figure it out. I'm not very coordinated with my left hand here. Work it into your cracks there. Push down kind of hard, get it forced in there. Then you can come back, somewhat level it off. Now, there's a pretty big hole here. That light's kind of glaring, ain't it? But I'm gonna put a nice healthy coat on there because I got a big dent to fix in the surrounding area anyway. So we'll just fill her up and go over here to the other one. Squeeze it into your, so it gets in between all your weld holes, and then fill in any grinder marks. There's one right there. Push down hard and pull it back, and then come across it and kind of level it off. I don't know if you can see it or not, but there's not really any streaks getting left behind because pull it all flat makes sanding a heck of a lot easier. But that's that. Now we're going to try to attempt to skim coat this whole thing without losing any on the floor. This bodywork actually looked pretty good, but there's some scratches that we need to get filled back in here. So, skim it. Never trust anybody else's bodywork at all. Always double check, triple check as much as you can. And I'm gonna finish this without the camera.